I have posted this video in response to elites deleting my comments on YouTube about their Gangnam Baby advert, published on January 18, 2013. My original comment was, "This is the sickest thing I have ever had to endure in my whole life. Shame on you elites. For anyone who cannot see what is going on here, this company have just used the most viewed video on YouTube to piggyback on and to advertise you a poison using something as pure as a baby, another potential customer." Rise 999 responded saying, "Elites are chemical free. A simple Google search before posting would have told you that. Also, elites are targeted at people trying to stop smoking, so unless that baby is chain smoking 20 a day, I don't think it is a customer at all." Knowing Rise 999 was wrong through extensive research on the product, I simply responded with some research that I had done in the hope that people would see through this smoke screen. My comments were removed very quickly indeed, but the speech about the product being chemical-free and aimed at people trying to stop smoking was not, even though the company states on their website, "Elites are designed as smoking alternatives rather than a nicotine replacement." Here was my post. Hey look, I did not want to get into a huge discussion about this, but this ad truly is the most shocking thing I have ever seen. My real point was not about whether the product contained poison or not, which as a matter of fact it does. This company is using the name of and the dance from the most popular viral song probably in history and a dancing baby to sell consumers this product. All the kids of the world love Gangnam Style, and so too all the kids of the world will also love the Gangnam Style dancing baby electronic cigarette ad. How low can we sink as human beings? So let us get down to it. Quote from the elites website: "As you inhale on the electronic cigarette cartridge, the liquid nicotine is drawn into the atomizing chamber, where it is heated and turned into a vapor. This vapor delivers the measured amount of nicotine to your body in exactly the same way as a cigarette." Question: what is nicotine? Answer: nicotine is a potent parasympathomimic alkaloid found in the nightshade family of plants Solanaceae. It also functions as an antiherbivorous chemical. Therefore, nicotine was widely used as an insecticide in the past, and nicotine analogs such as imidacloprid are currently still widely used. According to the American Heart Association, nicotine addiction has historically been one of the hardest addictions to break, while the pharmacological and behavioral characteristics that determine nicotine addiction are similar to those determining addiction to heroin and cocaine. So what other ingredients are in these chemical-free cigarettes targeted at people trying to stop smoking, as quoted by Rise 999? Quote from the elites website about another ingredient: "Propylene glycol (PG) is a colorless, odorless chemical that is used as a food additive in cosmetics and in pharmaceuticals as an inert solvent or carrier." Question: what is propylene glycol? Answer: it is a chemical found in personal care products that acts as a penetration enhancer that keeps products from melting in heat and or freezing when it is cold, and it is used in antifreeze. It also alters the structure of the skin, allowing chemicals to penetrate deep beneath it, while increasing their ability to reach the bloodstream faster and more efficiently. According to the Environmental Working Group, propylene glycol can cause a whole host of problems. It is rated a 4, which is categorized as a moderate health issue. It has been linked to cancer, developmental and reproductive issues, allergies and immunotoxicity, neurotoxicity and endocrine disruption. It has been found to provoke skin irritation in humans as low as 2% concentration, while the industry review panel recommends cosmetics can contain up to 50% of the substance. Quote from the ELITE's website, the Agency for Toxic Substances and Disease states on its website that propylene glycol is generally recognized as a safe additive for foods and medications. Some other quotes from the article that ELITE's cited written by the Agency for Toxic Substances and Disease include: propylene glycol is used to make antifreeze and de-icing solutions for cars, airplanes, and boats, to make polyester compounds, and as solvent in the paint and plastics industries. About half of the propylene glycol that enters the air will break down in 24 to 50 hours. It will break down within several days to a week in water and soil. Propylene glycol increases the amount of acid in the body. Since propylene glycol breaks down very quickly in the body, it is very difficult to detect, even though symptoms may be present. Quote from the ELITE's website about their product: the vapor is odorless and dissipates within seconds. It does not linger, nor does it cause discoloration to walls, unlike cigarette smoke. Is this the same vapor that contains propylene glycol? The same propylene glycol that esters state about half of the propylene glycol that enters the air will break down in 24 to 50 hours. It seems that ELITE's are having their cake and eating it. Another ingredient contained in this product is glycerol. Question: what is glycerol? Answer: glycerol, a chemical and waste product from the biofuel industry, if the truth be known. Quote: glycerol from triglycerides is produced on a large scale, but the crude product is of variable quality, with a low selling price of as low as 1 to 8 US cents per pound in 2011. It can be purified, but the process is expensive. As a result, a good fraction of crude glycerol is disposed of as waste. Now I have not even touched on the tobacco extracts. Quote from the ELITE's website: it is simply condensed erva par which is mixed with liquid nicotine, tobacco extract flavorings and propylene glycol in the electronic cigarette cartridge to emulate the sensation of smoking. Then they go on to say we are merely offering a tobacco-free cheaper alternative to traditional cigarettes. So they contain tobacco extracts, but are tobacco-free. Funny that. Quote from the ELITE's website: are ELITE's intended to quit smoking? No, ELITE's are designed as smoking alternatives, rather than a nicotine replacement. Quote: can I smoke this while I'm pregnant? We do not recommend smoking ELITE's or any nicotine products while pregnant. Nicotine is still a drug and may be harmful to your baby. Now come on people, wake up please. Quote from the ELITE's website: why do some ELITE's have a green LED? We designed our range in this way so that it will not be confused with an ordinary cigarette in a public place, and because we think it looks pretty cool too. Some of our kits do however come with a red LED battery in addition to the green one. Alternatively, you can order a red LED too. They think it looks pretty cool. I am sure little kids will think they look pretty damn cool too. I am not going to go on much longer, but here is a link to an interesting article from the FDA, which include quotes like, "The agency is concerned that e-cigarettes can increase nicotine addiction among young people and may lead kids to try other tobacco products, including conventional cigarettes, which are known to cause disease and lead to premature death." The products may contain ingredients that are known to be toxic to humans because clinical studies about the safety and efficacy of these products for their intended use have not been submitted to FDA. Consumers currently have no way of knowing whether e-cigarettes are safe for their intended use or about what types or concentrations of potentially harmful chemicals or what dose of nicotine they are inhaling when they use these products. So one last piece of reading, if you are up for it, rise 999. It is pretty detailed information, but even if you get through section 1, titled Summary, TPSAC Report on Dissolvable Tobacco Products, it should be enough, but read it all if you wish. So just to finish up here, the infamous smoking ban, which could be part of this whole plan, has probably worked a little too well. Most smokers are now used to stepping outside for a cigarette and do the same in their homes with respect and consideration for their families and friends. This means less children are being exposed to the action of actually seeing somebody smoking, not to mention the harmful side effects. This means that more kids are less likely to start smoking themselves. For the first time in a long time, we have a generation of kids who do not want to smoke and are aware of its many dangers. I am sure this will be costing the tobacco companies lots and lots of money. So now guess what? It is okay to smoke inside, in pubs, on trains, in public places, etc. But be warned, all they want is for your little kids and any other kid who has the misfortune to see the action of you smoking, to do so, thus increasing their chances of starting. I, like many people, had the misfortune of growing up when these tobacco companies sponsored nearly everything, including most of the sporting events. I was pleased for future generations when it was stopped and recognized for the fraud it was. Let us not give these completely immoral companies that power back. Nicotine has been used as a form of addiction to control the masses throughout history, and it must stop here. The Elite's Gangnam Baby Advert and all such attempts to expose children to these or any other addictive product should be banned immediately. Do not forget that without sick and dying people, doctors will have nobody to treat. So many of them are bound to be supportive of these products. Do not be fooled by them. Smoking-related illnesses are worth a colossal amount of money to the medical profession, and smoking has killed more people than anything else on this planet. During my many emails to Tom Brady, a representative for Elites, about the ingredients and safety of this product, I asked him not to include the advert that offended me so much in the first place in his replies. Tom Brady ignored my request and included the advert and resorted to picking out grammatical errors in my text. His pure disregard for my wishes as a concerned parent and obvious lack of respect and professionalism has prompted me to stop smoking myself, so thank you for that, at least, Tom. Please refrain from commenting on spelling mistakes, etc. One does not need to spell everything correctly to strive to speak intelligently. My concern here is simply for the people of this earth and her future. If you want to stop smoking, try Alan Carr's book. It is the only thing that ever worked for me, so give it a go.